Oh my gosh, guys, this is really heavy. We've got a 3.23 roadmap update. Let's have a look today. It is huge. It's going to be such a game changer. Basically, as I said in the previous video, it's going to be the prelude to Alpha 4.0. Now, this is a feature that we've discussed before, the new character customizer here, which is going to be bringing brand new DNA, but also facial hair and new hairstyles, as well as the possibility to dye your hair as well, all coming from Squadron 42. We already know that. Locations here, this one, distribution centers, we already know that from also previous video that I made here and previous videos from CIG as well. These are the biggest locations that we are going to have in the verse outside of the landing zones, and the best of all is that they are going to be located pretty much anywhere that CIG want them to be. Lots of gameplay loops inside that they are going to create new traversal areas that are going to offer opportunities with corporate industrial environments. This release will include surface levels of the facilities with underground areas coming in the later update though, so that's not going to be in 3.23. It's important to have a look at the details, right? It's not the full distribution center. Gameplay, 13 entries in gameplay. I can't remember the last time that we've seen that here. 3.20 had 10 entries, but some of these entries were like a bit cheesy. 12 entries for 3.3. This is like really, I believe, 15 entries here for 3.5. This is like one of the biggest. Yeah, it's basically the second biggest update for Star Citizen. This is insane, guys. Absolutely insane. So let's have a look here at the gameplay. And so visor lens HUD rework. Basically, this is going to change the way that we see things from a first-person perspective in Star Citizen with brand new icons. They're going to change the old UI, which was from Flash, and put it with building blocks here. What's going to improve performance as well as flexibility and everything that they're going to be able to do with it. Next, personal and instance hangars. Yes, they're going to create new tech that create an instance of the player's hangar to allow for uninterrupted management of cargo, inventory, and vehicle. Personal hangars are found at the player's home location and allow for customization and organization of the hangar interior. It's not going to be everywhere. You're not going to have your personal hangar at a station. You're not going to have it at any planet of your choosing. Say you start at Hurston, but then you go to Microtech. You're going to have to go back to Hurston for your personal hangar. So there's apparently, with this first iteration here, only going to be one, and I don't think that we're going to be able to buy any other in the game yet. The Mobiglass rework is going to change completely here using building blocks. Again, the current Mobiglass is a little bit clunky, right? It's the same Mobiglass that we've had since the very beginning of Alpha 2.0. Well, this time it's going to allow for easier development of other Mobiglass apps. This update includes the reworked home, maps, contract manager, and journal apps as well. And that's not all, guys. We also have FPS loot screen, which is going to be a game changer when it comes to looting other players or looting NPCs here. This is going to really allow us to quickly see what we have, what this NPC has, and what we want to get, what we are going to be leaving out. It's going to be a very good quality of life improvement. FPS map system. Oh yeah, we've seen that in Star Citizen videos for years now. It was a long time ago where we saw a first prototype of it. It was an inside Star Citizen, and then we haven't heard of it much, and then it started to resurface, and in the last CitizenCon we saw it in detail. It's coming, guys. They're going to implement a minimap for the HUD as well as interior maps for FPS gameplay, which is going to help players stay oriented in close quarter encounters. Now, they did say that they're not going to be, not everything will be in the minimap yet. They did say that, for example, some ship interiors still need to be put inside that minimap. That's what they say in Star Citizen Live, but most of the verse will be there, and that's wonderful. Now, that's a surprise. I was not expecting to see that. New missions here, cargo hauling. Oh my gosh, yes! Finally, new missions, new gameplay, new things to do. And if you're a cargo hauler, you're going to be hauling that cargo without risking your own money. Now, how much is that going to pay? I guess we'll see. But they did say in Star Citizen Live that they want to improve the money that they want players to make more money with those missions here. They want to rebalance that so that doing missions is a bit more profitable. They're going to be making use here of the freight elevator feature. This mission will have players hauling large quantities of cargo to earn both Alpha UEC and reputation. Are we going to be able to do that with the whole sea? Are we going to be able to use our C2 Herculeses or Caterpillars? Well, I guess that we will see. It would be nice if we also had some cargo hauling with smaller ships as well for entry level missions. And then as you progress throughout your reputation tier in cargo hauling, then you'll be able to use bigger ships. That's what I hope they are going to be doing here. A new dynamic event is coming. This one, they also talked about it for quite some time. Blockade Runner, which is basically the replacement of the Ninetale Lockdown event. Here, they're going to introduce a new dynamic event that involves a criminal faction, which, of course, is the Ninetale. That's what the Ninetales do. Locking down LEO at L1 and L2 rest stops. So you're going to be going, for example, if they block Crusader, you're going to go to Crusader L1 or Crusader L2, right? Players must run the blockade and purchase and sell a percentage of Quantanium before time runs out. Now, where are we going to buy Quantanium? Are we going to buy it from those stations here? These are refining stations, so it would make sense. But where are we going to be selling? Do we just buy it and then sell it wherever we want? Perhaps that's what's going to be happening here. It's going to be interesting. I hope that just like with the first mission that's no longer available, we are going to also be able to join the bad guys, right? Because, well, it's fun. It has some PvP, and also, well, Quantanium is worth quite a bit. So maybe some players will want to get their hands on that Quantanium, right? If you want this dynamic event to be a PvP event, by the way, let me know in the comment section down below. After that, player interaction experience, which is the PIS here, PIS. Funny name. They are going to implement the updated player interaction experience, a holistic array of complementary features and system, all related directly to the player. Player status, player items, environment status, as well as interaction with both the game and the world are going to be covered with this system. We also saw that in Inside Star Citizen. Basically, everything's going to have like the little wheel here. You press F, everything's going to have that wheel, and it's going to let you choose what you are going to be doing with those items, instead of having the personal interthread system that we have right now. That's a little bit clunky and sometimes it doesn't work so well, and you just do the wrong action. It's very annoying. Sometimes it doesn't do anything at all, like when you're trying to drink a bottle of water, for example. So hopefully this is also going to be working much better. EVA Tier 2, we also saw that in Inside Star Citizen, right? They're going to improve EVA controls and animations for smoother traversal and zero-G. This is going to introduce limited EVA fuel and encourage the use of zero-G push and pull with the multi-tools tractor beam. That's going to be really interesting to use this, for example, if you want to infiltrate security post Corée. Sometimes we do very long EVAs, so maybe we'll have to push ourselves from our ship to the station, but you kind of have to aim properly, because otherwise maybe maybe we'll miss the station, or maybe we'll miss the pad. Oh, I cannot wait to see and try this and see what people are going to be doing with that particular feature here. Now, this one, oh my gosh, something I've been wanting to see for quite some time. Reputation hostility. They're going to add a new feature here to the reputation system, where players will encounter AI that are either friendly or hostile based on their reputation with the organization the AI belongs to. So, for example, say you are hostile to Kovalex, right? Just giving that faction, talking about that faction. Maybe we're gonna see some hostile Kovalex paid bounty hunter going after you. Is that what we're gonna see? That would be awesome, and I cannot wait to try this out. Or maybe they're gonna help you out, perhaps, if you do a mission for them. Say you do a mission, you're being interdicted, and maybe some of these bounty hunters are going to be helping you out as well, because, I don't know, maybe that faction is aware that you are being interdicted, or maybe there will be a combat beacon that you can send to that faction. I don't know how CIG is going to do that. These are just my own ideas. But lots of potential here with reputation, hostility. This also includes different friendly fire thresholds and defense responses. Now that's really good because right now, you go to those bunkers, you accidentally shoot some of the security officers, then unfortunately you get a crime stat immediately. Maybe this is going to prevent that from happening. You lose a little bit of reputation, but at least you may not get a crime stat. I'm loving this. Oh boy. Oh boy, how long have we been waiting for this one here? The Starmap rework, which is going to implement a new and improved Starmap with improved visuals and usability, including easier to search and trip planning functionality. We've seen that a lot in CitizenCon, and this is also going to be a major quality of life improvement. I think that those of you who've been watching my streams on Twitch, don't forget to follow me on Twitch, by the way. I'll be back on Twitch after Chinese New Year, so don't worry, guys, if I haven't streamed so much recently. The regular schedule will be back after Chinese New Year, and yes, no longer will we be ranting about the clunky star map. It's gonna be amazing. Oh my gosh. Some of these items here really deserve their own video. Item bank and unique item recovery. How long have we been waiting for this update here? They're going to add a bank kiosk to the persistent universe, which is going to allow players to retrieve and store FPS items at multiple locations. This addition will also allow players to retrieve lost account bound items such as subscriber flare. So people were complaining, oh, we got our subscriber flare, we paid things with our own money and we're losing them. Well, now there's going to be this kiosk which will allow you to recuperate them. Will it be for money? Perhaps. You will have to pay an insurance, but I mean, money is easy to get in Star Citizen, so it shouldn't be that hard to get those items. That's wonderful. This is a feature that the fans have been asking for a long time. I'm so happy it's coming. Let me know also in the comment section down below, how hyped are you for the item bank and unique item recovery? This is amazing. And freight elevators here, we know that, right? This is also coming with the persistent hangars. This is the implementation of systems and content for players to physically load and unload cargo to and from their ships by conveying cargo to and from their hangars, landing pad carriages, and docking collars. That's going to be fantastic for, let's say, for example, there's not much demand for some cargo that you bought. You store them in your elevator, and then demand is up. You bring it back into your ship and you sell it, right? That's great. And then you don't lose your investment. You don't lose money. It's just sitting there. Ground vehicles, you no longer will have to go to an outpost. You can spawn it in the freight elevator. It's going to come right there. You load it into your ship from your persistent hangar. It's going to be wonderful. Again, huge quality of life improvement. But looks like ships and vehicles are also going to have an improvement here with the master modes. Yes, maybe you have tried the master mode in Arena Commander. Let me know in the comment section down below also if you have. What are your thoughts on master modes? Is this a positive development for Star Citizen? I don't know about it. I'm not much of a fighter pilot myself. More of an FPS guy. So implementing new modes to vehicles to manage their speed, components, and role-specific functions. This release introduces the nav and SCM mode as well as a complete retuning of all ships. They discussed that in Star Citizen Live. They want ships to be, especially they want dogfights to have ships that are closer to one another compared to what we have now, where sometimes ships are fighting over a kilometer apart. And that's a shame because I agree with that. The ships are beautiful. It's nice to see where you are looking at, right? So maybe that's going to make fights a little bit more epic. Weapons and items, and this is the dynamic crosshair. We've also seen that in CitizenCon. The combat helmets now support the dynamic crosshair, which allows for quicker target acquisition and close quarter combat. Not much to say here. And here, one entry. This is the replication layer update coming up with 3.23. Over the course of the 3.21 patch cycle, the replication layer will be moved off to the game server, and so they did not update. They did not update the text here, yeah, because, well, they said 3.21, but it's 3.23, right? So they do believe it will come for 3.23. I guess we will see. I've tried it in the EPTU, the preview channel. I've tried it in the preview channel. I mean, It works when you have a 30k, but the problem is that the servers are very unresponsive, so they have to work on server responsiveness because the player experience is pretty bad in my opinion at the moment, but that's normal, right? It's just very early testing environment so far, and as they fine-tune it more and more, it's gonna get better and better. So there we have it, guys, a huge roadmap update here. 3.23 is going to be phenomenal, and we are going to be playing the heck out of it coming up in Q2 2024. So, so by the way, so what does that mean, Q2 20? That means that we are not going to have a patch in Q1 2024. So that means that probably 3.23 is going to be coming around April or March. That's what we should be expecting there. It's not much of a surprise. It's really a huge patch here, and so, well, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Yeah, look at that. I didn't notice that. Yeah, it's all in the details. No patch for Q1 2024, so keep that in mind as well, or it could be a mistake. I guess that we'll see. Anyway, guys, we got a giveaway this month. I'm giving away a Santokai with this beautiful white paint. All you have to do is to become a Patreon or YouTube members. It really helps the channel a lot. You will have automatic access just by entering your name, or you can also enter for free by joining our video sharing program on Discord. Guys, I have been Iran. I cannot wait to be trying 3.23. I will see you guys in the next one.